again, YouTube viewers. Yeah. A couple of hours had gone past. I finished a 22 acre field off. So I decided to come here, and it's, I think it's about 36 acres. I finished that off because the other ploughs, he hasn't turned up, so I would imagine he wasn't able to get the calibration done. So I'm just finishing this field off for him. The time I've done this is going to be about, oh, it's going to be about 6:30, so I think we'll start another field tonight. So I shall probably call it a night, have an early night. I had a bit of a late night last night because, as I said, my puppy was sick, my little collie dog. So we ended up taking her to the vets about 11 o'clock last night. That cost a few bob, I can tell you. We was a bit worried whether she'd ate a dead rat or something on the farm, because we keep poison down. So bloody puppy, that puppy will eat anything, I tell you. So I had a bit of a late night last night. I didn't get to bed till about 1, so I'm a little bit tired. If I was halfway across the field, I wouldn't stop, I'd keep going, but I've got to open up another field and set the headlands out. I'll see what time is. I might just set the headlands out and open it up. I don't know. We shall see. See what my old boy's doing. It's the other side of the edge now, in that field where I was earlier. He's knocking that down. We've got it in well in here. I think this is a bit stiffer than the field I was doing, but geez, we got scrabbling badly, sort of 7%, 6-7% wheel slip, so that's not too bad. Every now and again she does dip down a bit, but we got it in good and deep, so get some air into the soil. We're ploughing across the usual way, you know, in this field as well, so it does tend to pull in nice when you're crossing your old way. It's been done that way for about 3 years, 3-4 years, not all by me, by previous tenant. I've only had this is my 3rd season here. It ain't bad land up here, it's just a little bit dry. Half of it's good, half of it's sort of sandy land. Dries out so quick, sandy land. You have to really have a winter crop in it, but you can't always have what you need. Sometimes you have to have what you have to put. Sometimes you have to do spring to break it. Nearly done. Well, I must admit I'm using my spool valves for just hand throttling. I'm happy like that, but George uses the old joystick here, this thing. You can set it all up on these buttons using the touch screen. I just can't be asked to do it, you know. So it don't take a minute just to flick the button back and stuff. These youngers, you see, the old young pups, they're all used to this touch screen thing. Us older, chewier ones, we used to have very big throttle levers and things to pull, and levers down, right down here to lift your plough up, and another one to swing it over. There wasn't much thought given to comfort and accessibility for the pilot back in them days. This day and age, you push this button, you push that button, your screen all goes up and down with you, everything line stretching by now. It's a little bit lumpy dumpty going across the tram lines. A lot of people like these Challengers, but I had one on demo last year, and that was alright when you was working on normal conditions like this, dry and everything, but there was a wet bit over there and that slipped and slided around like an old slug it did. I had to actually, I was trying to plough an headland in and it was a bit sticky. Then it kept sliding in the furrow and absolute nightmare the bloody thing was. So we only had it for a couple of days and he was coming to fetch it back, so I took the Challenger off the plough and I put this back on it, ploughed it piece of cake. So I think the old Challenger would feel right on a power hour or something like that, or you know, a muck scraper, scraping some muck out of a cattle yard or something. But if you're gonna pay sort of 160, 180,000 pound or £250,000 for a big one, you're gonna want to use it in the wet, surely. It's got more traction than a 400 horsepower Challenger in the wet. I know it because I've done it. Seen it with my own eyes. This didn't cost me 400 grand. Like 280,000 pounds, I think he said that one was worth. And that was 400 horsepower. Oh, the plough alright, I'll give you that. Had plenty of go in it, but you know, you can't go corn cart with a Challenger. I suppose you can, but I wouldn't want to beat your teeth after you finish. But they're meant to be quite uncomfortable on the road, and they're not the quickest. This thing will do 40 on the road. I think a Challenger does 26 or 25 or something. No, I like this. I'd have this over a Challenger any day. Yeah. I'll let the old big boys have them. Slipping all over the place. When we get a wet year, and I know everybody out there's seen a wet year, that ain't no fun. When you're on ground like this, it's hard to get traction. Good thing about this on land plough, I can dual up and plough with this. All I need to do is move the plough over a bit. Headland on this. That's going to take half a day to plough the headland. That is a big one. Look, I can turn the tank round on it. I could actually probably turn the Challenger round. That's another thing about those Challengers. You give them too much stick. If you steer too hard on the headlands, the drive cuts out and you have to reset it, put it back into neutral, and go again. Well, that was ever so odd. If you really steered hard, loads of power on, to save the gearbox, it cut the drive out. You'd have to sort of put it into neutral, then put it back into drive again, and not steer so hard. But no, I didn't rate them very much, not for the value of them. We brought this for £76,000, this tractor, with new tyres on it. And pretty good tractor so far, it says. We did have an engine in it at the beginning, but it was buggered when we brought it, but we didn't know. But Oliver's fitted us a nice new reconditioned the engine that we got, so the engine hasn't actually done a lot of work. So they're very pleased with it. I'll buy another one. Well, I bought George one. That's a greedy bugger, that's 7270. That is a greedy bloody thing, wherever it is. The old boy just had to fill it up again. They used a tank full of diesel, power hour in, I don't know what. push car stops. I like them after somebody's had them for a little while because they've bedded the engine in. And if you buy it with a warranty and it's got a problem, always say you got to buy a tractor from a person you know, or you got to get it from a dealer. Same with a second-hand car. I'd never buy a second-hand car off the old YouTube or whatever, or out of a, you know, a private seller unless I knew them. You can't trust people nowadays. I just noticed there's a big stack of straw through there. They must have baled that all through there. And where are we? That's Iworth over there. Dunton's behind us. Yeah, the sun's going over down just to the left of Dunton. Over Biggleswade. Now there's a place now, Biggleswade. I don't know where he wants to be. I don't think that knows where he wants to be either. It's not one thing, it's not another. It's not a town and it's not a city. It's a little bit in between it. It's got quite a nice market square, but there's some quite run down parts of it. It's just there. Like a stain on your trousers, it's just there. I don't wear trousers, I wear jeans. They got a little bit more giving. Made it look more sexy. You have a nice tight pair of tree jeans. It keeps your bits out the PTO shafts. Yeah. We get all our drilling done. I want about 5 inches of rain then. Dampen it down and set it all in for us. I've seen some barley or cereals around here, wheat or barley up like that. Some people already got them up. I think that's a little bit too early myself. Always used to drill in October in the old days. Things get earlier and earlier. I don't know. I know a lot of people, it's the weather goes, but I remember my old man drilling with an Nuffield 1060 and a Suntine drill. He used to have to stand on the back. They were about 10 foot wide with steel wheels. And he used to stand on the back, the old boy did, with a great big lever on the back, and you have to put the drill in and out. And watch the seed inside blowing okay. That was the old boy's job. I remember on the back there with a coat wrapped round me, a flat cap on, with the snow blowing past me because it was snowing like a bugger. The old man was up there in his Lamborn cab, one of them old canvas cabs. He was alright up there with his fag in his face and his flat cap on, laughing his balls off because I was freezing mine off. He was hard, but he was fair. He kicked my ass a few times. You old young pups, you don't understand. Your mum and dad tell you what often hurt your feelings. My old man didn't tell me, well, he used to tell me off. Yeah, he used to tell me off a lot. But it weren't my feelings I was worried about him hurting. It was that bloody boot of his up my arse. The amount of times I had his boot up my arse. He get locked up for what he did to me nowadays. I ain't gonna give you all that old bullshit. My old man beat some manliness in me and all that. That's a load of old rubbish. I didn't exactly like him giving me a good kicking. He wasted his time anyway, because I just went and done it anyhow, whatever he wanted me not to do, or whatever he considered I'd done wrong. Well, there's no good kicking me now, I've already done it. Smack round the ear. I had that a few times, didn't like that hurt. Boot up my backside. Wellington boot up my backside. When I was younger I got the belt twice, I only needed it twice, I didn't want it a third time. did what I was told to do. There you go. What don't kill you makes you stronger. That's what they used to say. I was quite an happy kid, to be honest with you. We didn't have nothing. Nothing at all. We was very poor people. I ain't a farmer's been born with a silver spoon in me gob. My granddad never gave it to his dad, and my dad, his dad gave it to me. Everything I got, I've earned. You know the value of it if you earn it. Well, that old crap, eh? I was talking to Richard Parrish last night, and he was on about his grandkids, and Henry Parrish or something, and he was saying how he liked to do a bit of wheeler dealing, you know, taking half casks of bitter to the college to sell it off, you know. There is still some character in them. Here we go, last draw. I can't shut this headland down tonight because we've got a hedge flail coming in tomorrow to do all the hedges around it. So, well, it's our hedge flail's coming over. Well, it's here, but I ain't got nobody to drive it in a minute. My old boy's going to do it tomorrow. He said he quite likes driving the edge flail, so it's nice to find something that he enjoys. Right, well, I think that will do it here tonight. Shut the old engine down. The sun ain't quite touching the treetops, but that ain't far off. Time I get parked up and get home, it's going to be 6:30, 7:45, so just do a bit of paperwork in the office while Lucy's making me tea. Then I'll go and find me slippers. Oh, I don't wear slippers. The trouble is, if you wear slippers, you've got to find them. And with my dog, that's normally a pretty hard task finding something, so I just don't bother wearing them. Have me socks on. Go and put me comfies on. That's what I do. Just sit there. Look at that for a view. There you go, the old sun's over the top of Biggles Way. That hazy bit over there, you know, all the smog and smoke and everything. That's Biggles Way. I'll probably get a comment on that one. My old boy doing, he's halfway across that. This one's a fair sized field. Somebody's sending me text messages. Somebody loves me. Oh, it's the NFU. What have we got from the NFU? Regional Livestock Board, Agricultural House, Newmarket. 75 end topics include recent TV challenge, that's the bloody Badgers, Brexit. I don't know what NFU are going on about Brexit. They wanted to stay in. They was basically all for staying in. They were. Now it's actually happened because all their members wanted to go out. Now they're jumping on the bandwagon. Do seminars about Brexit and how it's going to affect us. To be quite honest with you, I don't care what they think about Brexit. I don't think I'll be going there. Newmarket. I don't want to go to Newmarket. Too many rich people there, all them horses. They're lovely things, horses. I think I've done the subject of horses in the past. I wouldn't want to repeat myself. Somebody will point it out to me. That'll hurt my feelings then. I reckon I'll be able to drill into that, and it don't look half bad. How about that? Plough, power arrow, drill, roll, job done. No weed competition or anything. No slugs. I've not used a slug pellet. Well, I haven't used a slug pellet for the last 6 years, 7 years, until this year, when I tried to grow oilseed rape. I put the slug pellet down, and I think those beetles out of them. I don't know. I don't do slug pellets, don't like them. They kill off our songbirds. I think they ought to ban slug pellets. Bring back burning. Yeah, that's it. We all want burning back, don't we? Have a good fire. Can't beat a good fire. We might as well do it, because every bloody household in the country is burning a pile of rubbish in the garden. I had 2 neighbours yesterday with bonfires going in the village. They're sat me with one eye on me 6,000 tonnes of straw, watching their bonfires burn in the back gardens. I would have been ever so disappointed if they had burnt my straw. That would have made me very sad. Up there. Proper job. A proper job. Done it with a plough. Bugger is so time. Here's one I did earlier. The old boy power arrow at this end of it. Right. I'm going to switch you off now. Bring my old boy up and say is he coming home or he's staying up here all night. Right, we'll talk to you another day maybe. Okay, alright, sweet dreams, night, and take care Adam. We're thinking about you mate. Take care.